Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to look at Churrascaria, which is going to be a 2 to 6 player game published by Absurd Productions. In this game, you're going to try to be the most gluttonous person and eat the most meat. Let's go ahead down to the table here. I'll give you a real quick idea how the game plays, and then I'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, so this is what a setup at Churrascaria might look like. You're going to have your food token on the red side. You're going to have your salada and your frango. Again, I'm not pronouncing anything correctly at all. And your rules reference sheet. You'll also get 4 action cards to start with. And you get to do a couple different things on your turn. You can take up to 2 different actions. You can flip any one food request token on the table, so it could be yours or someone else. You're going to want to start by flipping yours because green means that you can get your cards. You can perform a single eat action, so you can eat one of these cards that are in your hand or in your play area. You could discard any number of cards from your hand and draw that many cards. And you can play an action card. So I could go in here and I can play any one of these cards. Now some are action and some are reaction. These ones are reactions, these are actions. Actions I can only play on my turn. Make any player eat all the food on their plate. This counts as a single eat action. This one here, force any player whose food request card is green side up to draw a food card immediately. And this one here, redirect any action card played against you. So it's going to be a reaction card. Reaction cards you can play on other people's turn, and that's it. So if my food request token is green, when my turn ends, I'm going to get a food. Now, as the game goes by, I'm going to keep getting more food. If I ever have all 4, so my plate's full, and I get another food, I have to eat the lowest point value card, and that will go in here. So you got to watch that, and you got to be really careful. One of the actions on my turn is I can eat one of these, and I'm probably want to eat this 4.1 and put it in here. And there's some action cards in here that can get rid of some of these cards, but basically I want to sort of balance out getting my cards in and eating these high point cards. I want to keep getting from this deck, but I don't necessarily, as a second one in a row that's really bad that I didn't want to get. Play is going to continue until all these cards run out, and then one final turn will happen and the game will end. People will score up the food that's in their deck here, and person with the highest points is the most gluttonous person and wins the game. Oh, one thing I did forget: at the end of your turn, before you even get your food token, you will draw back up to your 4 cards, 4 action cards. So if you spend a bunch, you'll have 4 all the time. So that's it. Let's go back up to the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this game. So Churrascaria, I mean, I'm not really big on the theme. That's one problem. The game takes too long. That's another problem. There's not a lot of interesting interactions, let's say that. The action cards are fine. They do some neat things. But I really find myself, at least, trying to cycle through those action cards and just playing reaction cards just anytime I can, just so I can get rid of cards from my hand to get cards that maybe will help me with my plate of food. And gaining food is not that fast in this game, so it's just weird. The only real interesting dynamic is going to be flipping those cards to green or red. You might flip an opponent's to green just to make sure they're going to get some food on their turn, or have to waste an action to flip it back because they're stuck. I don't know. I don't know that I could recommend this game. I guess if you're it's a fine idea. It just didn't work for me. It might work for you. If you liked what you saw in the description, then you might want to think about it. Otherwise, I would probably pass on this game. So that's my thoughts on it. Thank you for watching.